We all know how emotional and overwhelming it can be to declutter our wardrobes. The emotions behind weight fluctuations, sentimental feelings towards certain items, and guilt over money spent can be exhausting. But after years of decluttering my own home and helping clients with theirs, there is one question I come back to time and time again that makes the process of decluttering our wardrobes seamless, straightforward, and stress-free. We are here in my bedroom and it is the end of March. So here in our area, it is the end of winter, beginning of spring. So it feels like the perfect time to just do a quick review and declutter of my own clothes. I don't have a strict timeline or rule about when I declutter my clothes, but typically it always falls like at the end of one season or the beginning of the next. It's just an easy way to analyze what you've been wearing lately and what you may or may not wear moving forward. And among the confusion and stress of decluttering my wardrobe, the question I always go back to over and over again is, do I grab for this? Do I reach for this sweater? Do I ever grab this pair of shorts? When was the last time I grabbed these pants? Instead of focusing on all those sort of emotions that come along with our clothing, it takes us straight to the truth, straight to the facts, straight to the honest truth about whether something is needed or should be in our closet or maybe shouldn't. Before I started this video, I did a quick review of my clothes, and within under 5 minutes, I was able to choose 5 items out of my closet that I know I can let go of today, and my closet and wardrobe feels that much lighter and that much more me. As I mentioned, it's the end of winter here, so the focus obviously is gonna be on all my like heavy sweaters and winter clothing. I actually went ahead and ended up trying on a few of the items just to sort of like double check, is this what's happening in my mind, or are these things that I kind of made up in my mind? So item number 1 is this rust colored sweater that I probably bought, I might have had it 4 years, maybe even 5 years now, and I adored it when I first bought it. However, there was 2 things that always sort of annoyed me. So the back end is a little bit longer than the front, which isn't always an issue. However, with this one, for whatever reason, is always just sort of driven me nuts. And the second thing is on the front of it, you can sort of see there's some like kind of holes in the front, which you ended up being able to sort of see through. And when I'm wearing a sweater, I don't really want anything to show through. So that was always just like something that's deep down has always just like slightly bugged me. And now that I have other sweaters I love more, I just never ended up grabbing for this. I think over this entire season, I may have worn it once, but I honestly don't think I have grabbed for it and worn it one time this entire winter. Item 2 is actually very sad because I loved this sweater. This was one I thrifted. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I buy a lot of my items secondhand, and none of these are an exception. This one was something I thrifted, and it's a cashmere sweater. It's like 100% cashmere. And so I love the style, love the color. It fit me perfectly. I have been in love with it since I bought it. However, a few weeks ago, unfortunately, we washed it, and Scott did follow the instructions. We didn't do anything crazy. However, just whatever happened while it was being washed or dried, it changed shape. And the body of it was still perfectly fine, but the arms are so tight. It's like, and I know in my mind that they would stretch out, but the few times I tried to wear it, it's like almost like it felt like it was giving me hives at the thought of like having to keep it on my arms. So it's heartbroken to let this one go. I absolutely adored it, but I know since it's changed shape, I will never wear it. And I have tried, and I haven't even lasted like a whole day wearing it. It's just, there's absolutely no point in keeping it in my closet and cluttering up my space. Next item is a sweater as well, and it's also a bummer. I think a lot of people think that because I have a lot of practice decluttering and that I do it all the time and I appear to be sort of ruthless with my items, that it comes like naturally. Yes, I guess now I've definitely got better at it and quicker at it, but all of the emotions that come with items, I go through the same steps, the same sort of process in my mind as probably most people, but following like a few routine steps and rules and little tips have made it way easier. So this is a cardigan, which I actually just bought at the beginning of the season. I think I got it in September or October, and it is 100% Marianne. It's a long cardigan in a neutral color. Like, this screams Marianne. And it was from a local consignment shop, which I felt so happy to support, and I was super pumped about it. However, once it arrived, and this is like a huge reason why I always shy away from buying things online without being able to try them on, two big things were kind of like red flags for me right from the start. Number one is the pockets aren't attached. So when you're wearing it, it sounds like nothing, but when you're wearing it, they constantly like flip around. And if that had been the only issue, I would have easily done like a quick repair on that, fix that. But that right off the bat always sort of bugged me. But the real kicker is it's like 100% wool, I'm guessing. I have no idea. There's no tags, but it is so itchy that when I would wear it around the kids, like say we were cuddling or I was reading to them, I'd have to take it off because they couldn't stand the feeling of it against their skin. The most common time I would be wearing this sweater would be like when I'm at home, like just hanging out with the family. And so if I can't wear it then like when would I wear it? So unfortunately, over the last few months, I just haven't grabbed for it. As much as I want to be the type of person who wears like 100% wool, like natural fabrics all the time, this is just something that I just like couldn't live with. It was driving me totally crazy. Fourth item, this one I didn't even have to try on. This was a pair of leggings, which I've had for several years now. And I definitely used to wear them all the time. They're lined, so they're perfect for winter. And they used to be perfect for if we would go with hikes with the kids or if we did like sledding, things like that. However, I know even last year, but definitely this year, I definitely have not grabbed for them, not reached for them one single time. And I think it's simply because now I have other leggings that I love way more. And I've sort of like created routines with other clothes. Like if we're going sledding, I just put on 2 pairs. I put my jogging pants over top of my leggings, and I have found that works better for me. So just over the course of time, I found replacements for these pairs of pants, and I have not reached for them. Last item are 2 pairs of socks. They're the exact same style. And these socks, I'm pretty sure they were hand-me-downs from Scott. So I think Scott had them and he didn't like them, so he gave them to me. And I'm like, yeah, I always want new socks. That's amazing. However, the top is so tight on them that like and there's like not enough stretch, so putting them on and off actually is so annoying. And when there's like something in your closet that just the thought of like how it fits on you or how it feels, it just makes you not want to grab for it. So these socks I would only ever grab for if they're absolutely the last pair. And at this point, I'm like, if I needed more socks, I'm just going to buy them because I can't stand wearing these for another day. As emotional as decluttering our closets can be, I hope this one tip, this one question gives you sort of some motivation and a bit of a guide for when you are looking at your clothes, working through your closet, and trying to find items to make space for the items you do love and use the most. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. And if there is one question that you kind of use as your go-to when you're decluttering your clothes, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.